What is up, guys? Rix here. Today I'm bringing you a handling build on the Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione. I already did the build, but I'm just going to start off by showing you how good it actually handles. I didn't do anything performance wise, all I did actually was handling. So that is basically tires, suspension, everything on the drivetrain, and I think that is all that I have done. Obviously a tune on it as well. I will show you the tune, I will show you everything that I have actually installed on it and bought for it. It is still an S1 class car, I think around 860 PI. I will show you that as well once we get to the Horizon Hub, but to show you that, I chose out this nice and curvy road actually that we will be heading on to. Probably, if I'm not going to speed by this, I'm going to go all the way over here. I'm gonna pass this road, I'm gonna go all the way like this and all the way back to the Horizon Hub, where I will show you the upgrades that I have done to it. So I'm just gonna go for it right away, and what is quite usual is it still has some wheel spin in first gear, but you actually lose it quite fast. It grips really fast and it just pushes you forward, and it just wants to demolish the corners and just go fast. It is just what this car wants right now. That was basically full throttle going out of the corner, not a single time that I had any wheel spin. So I'm not gonna take this road actually, I'm gonna go with this road. I think I wanted to take this road, I'm not quite sure. It's it still has a little bit of wheel spin, but that is just normal actually, because it is like 800, it has like 500 horsepower or something, so it's not that weird actually to have so much wheel spin. And yes, I know I took the wrong road that I actually said I would have taken. So what I will be doing is I will be going this way then, back into first, full power, just a little bit of sideways, action. Car does not care whatsoever, it just instantly grips and just goes. It just grips and goes. I know I'm basically driving in a circle right now, but I just really want to do as much as cornering as possible actually, because I've been driving this car out for about 10 minutes now, and I'm just so in love with this car. It just handles so greatly, it just sounds so great, it looks so great. It is, I don't know, it's really growing onto me. It's not as appreciated as it should be, this car, because it is really such a good, amazing car. Sound-wise, looks-wise, handling-wise, it is just perfect right now. Probably needs a much heavier tune if you want to upgrade it to a lot more power, but this actually is just with the stock engine, no power added whatsoever, and this thing just eats corners for breakfast. It's just listen to that little bit of tire chirp there that I had. It just goes. It does not care, it just goes. Around the roundabout, we're not going over it, just to show the handling that it is capable of going into quick transactions. Actually, I'm probably driving a complete wrong way, but I do not care. I am just in love with this car. The more I can show you guys with the handling and the speed and the beauty and the sound and everything that is so perfect about this car, then I will show it to you guys. Just amazing. I love it. Just a little bit on the brakes there. Down one gear, still going at like 140 miles an hour. That's no problem whatsoever. I underestimated the car because the car could have gone through that corner a lot faster. So, and that corner was just a little bit too fast, but that doesn't matter. Still a beautiful car, great car to drive with. And as soon as I can, I will turn this car around, go all the way back, because I'm just totally going out of direction, but I will turn this car back as soon as possible onto the Horizon Hub. Show you I'm just being a total douche right now. Can't come up with anything. My brain is still asleep. Hello brain, could you please wake up? Show you the tune and the stuff that I actually purchased for it. Wow. Finally. My brain is still asleep, I believe. It's just being stupid. But yeah. Feels great. Sounds great. I can't stop saying it because it just is. It's just the truth. It is like this. It's the truth. It's just, oh my god. I'm in love with it. And this is just basically a stock build. The only things that I've changed with it, the biggest changes are actually just the ride height, the differential, where the power has been lowered just a little bit to avoid most of the wheel spin. And it's just such a good difference, such a massive difference. Yeah, this car would probably go like 200 miles an hour stock if you have enough road, which I do not have right now. Thanks a lot, Subaru. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, really. Really nice of you. See, it will still go sideways if you wanted to, but it will grip right afterwards. It just will grip straight afterwards, and that is why I love this thing. It's the best of both worlds. Like, whoa, I did not see that rough coming around the corner up until then. Thankfully, this car, the brakes, amazing. Amazing as well. They just lock up. The brakes, well, no, the brakes don't lock up, but they just stop you instantly. Yet again, a little bit of tire chirp and a little bit of wheel spin going just a tiny bit sideways, but instantly grips and just pulls you around the corner and just, it's like a rocket. It slings you like a rocket out of the corner. As soon as it grips, it just goes. This thing eats corners for breakfast. It does not care about any corner. It will destroy it. Back at this second. That was full power out of that corner. If you would do that with the stock 8C, without doing anything, without counter steering whatsoever, you would have spun the car. I did not counter steer whatsoever. I just went full throttle, went up the throttle for the next corner, and it just so planet. It just stayed as it was. It didn't do anything. It just stayed. It's planet as a Formula 1 car. It is an insanely good car, so I'm really excited. I'm actually being capable of showing you this. And that is complete my fault that I had to rewind here. Not the car's fault, just my fault. Because I was not paying attention to the road, I was just going. And obviously, if you're that close to a wall, you're not being capable to brake on time, even not with a Formula 1 car. This just proves that it still is capable of going sideways, and that is why I love this car. It is such a fun car to drive. Looks amazing, sounds amazing. Spits flames. This is the stock exhaust, not even the race exhaust, and it still spits flames like this. See, that is what I mean about just that little bit of wheel spin. Keep in mind, we are not on a solid asphalt road this time. We are actually on like a rocky road. It just has that little bit of wheel spin and it just grips. It instantly grips right afterwards. Especially on the asphalt. If you're just on the pavement, it just goes. It's just a marvelous piece of engineering. So, first of all, I'm going to be showing you the tuning. Tire pressure, I lowered it just a little bit. The gearing, I tweaked it a little bit. The first and second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth, I tuned it all just a little bit down. The alignment of the camber, the toe and the front caster, I've all tweaked it a little bit. So just feel free to take all of this just on your own Alfa 8C. Just feel free to do it at all. The anti-roll bars, I've not installed them, so I didn't change anything to it because the butter roll on this car is not that bad, so it doesn't really need any adjustment. The springs, I stiffened them up just a little bit, the right height, just all the way down. But yeah, the springs are just a little bit stiffened. Not much, maybe about like I can't really say how much, just a really little bit. So just have a look out for that if you want to change that as well. The rebound stiffness and the bump stiffness, I also stiffened this a little bit up because this is actually, this is a sports car. It's supposed to be more stiff than soft. Downforce, obviously nothing because I do not have the lip or the wing at the back. The brakes, actually 55% for the front and 150% pressure. Why do I go for this? Because I am a racer who always tries to brake as late as possible. It screws me over sometimes, as you have seen probably while I was driving this car. It screws me over sometimes, but it also saves me sometimes. So that is why I used it. And then the most important thing, or at least one of the most important things in my opinion, the differential. The acceleration and deceleration stock comes at 75%. I don't know why I said 70, or at least attempted to say 70. But yeah, it comes at 75% stock. I tuned it down all the way to 60%, so that is actually a massive decrease. But if I would have this at 75%, the wheel spin would have been still available in second gear from a standing launch. Right now, if I launch it at around 5,000 to 6,000 RPMs, it has a little bit of wheel spin, it hooks and it goes. It just goes, so no pressure whatsoever on you to actually be capable of controlling this car. It just hooks up and it goes. It's just great. Nothing done on anything of the engine. Everything is stock. I did not change the flywheel as well. Oh, as you can see, I have not changed it. It's still stock. The engine is completely stock. Brakes. Racing brakes. As I said while I was driving the car, racing brakes, it's a big must in my opinion. Springs and dampers as well. Racing, it's the best thing you could go. As I said while I was showing the tune, no anti-roll bars, no chassis reinforcement as well, and no weight reduction whatsoever. So you could still do this, but it pushes the car over S2, so I didn't really, S1 I meant, it pushes the car into the S2 class. Didn't really want that. You could probably build this up around like a high S2 class car if you just go all out on it. Don't really want to do that, but obviously that's your choice. But I didn't do it because it won't have the same handling characteristics and just screw it, you know what I mean. My tongue is just all messed up today, I can't speak. So, but yeah, a racing clutch is a must as well in my opinion. This is what I meant. This is like the third time that I'm actually attempting to do this video. And the third time is the last time that I'm doing it. I'm not redoing it again because I keep on pronouncing words so wrong or just messing up. Just I'm not in the mood to do it all over again. Racing driveline, carbon driveline, just has to. Yeah, it doesn't say the carbon, it says race, I know, but it is made out of carbon, as you should probably know. Race diff, big must, as you can see, because I lowered it a lot. Tires and rims. Actually, I kept the stock rims, as you can see. It still has the Alfa logo on it. I only changed it to the black rims because I love red on black cars. Tire compound though, race tires. So that is a big difference. So as you can see, the PI 819 in stock. When you got the race, it is 861. So that is a massive difference. The other reason why this car is so planet, 275 in the front and 315s in the back. So this is just, it's insane. It is insane. I've shown you, you've seen it yourself. Obviously the size of the rims and the rim style is still the same because I did not change it, as I have said before, because I love the way it looks. You could change the rims to like even lighter rims and maybe even the rim size if you would prefer bigger rims or smaller rims. And this would also improve the handling just a tiny little bit. I did not even do this. So if you would probably do this, it would probably give you even better handling. But I'm obviously gonna leave it with this, you guys. I'm going to enjoy this car a little bit more. I hope you guys will enjoy this car as well if you decide to do the same build on it. Maybe with a little bit more power or just a little bit of a different tune. And if you're happy with it, please let me know and I will bring more videos like this to you guys.